The toxicity behind this baby mama culture. It's not just America. This is not an American culture. It is known to be normal in America. But you also have to understand what's happening in America is also an issue that's happening all around the world. People have thrown away marriage before having children. Women has thrown away self-respect, their dignity, keeping their virginity until being wed before having kids. They seek out to be baby mamas first and have children first, and they don't understand why most men today leaves them alone. They leave them with the child. Yes, that weight carries with women because women are the ones that God created to be impregnated, carry the child for over 9 months, up to 9 months, and deliver the baby into the world. Nick Cannon, P. Diddy, Eddie Murphy, so many celebrities that so many men and people today give credit to, look up to, right? But in all reality, they're not really in the child's life. People would consider them deadbeats. And it is true. They are coming off as a deadbeat. Future, I believe, has up to 7 kids. He probably has more. DMX was reported to have up to 17 children. 15 to 17 kids. Nick Cannon, last I heard, like I said, I believe he has up to 10 to 12 kids. I don't understand how a man would be proud to impregnate any woman he is enamored by or finds physically attractive, right? But they don't stay with them. And it shouldn't be about looks either, to give people the window to automatically be committed to that person because of their looks. No. They're just selfishly popping children like it's candy. Then they wonder why many children today are a statistic and stereotype to society when it comes down to bastard children and children who are born out of wedlock. And it creates a cycle of men who are starting to not want to accept the responsibility of taking care of another man's child. Many men should not step up to be a stepfather. Depending on the circumstances and the situation, a lot of men shouldn't be forced or feel that it should culturally be acceptable for men to be stepdads, especially for men that does not have any kids, who has a lot going on for themselves. It's real pathetic and sad when you have baby daddies, baby fathers, right? They brag and talk about having multiple women pregnant. It's more so advertised and encouraged in the Black community to bring on about this toxic nature. Many times, children born without a father in the home, right? Most cases, they don't go very far in life. They end up joining a gang to look for a father figure. They go through a lot of problems. Many times, they turn out to be serial killers, being a menace to society. Not in all cases, but there's many cases out there where this happens. This happens. And when a baby mom creates a baby girl, right? She has a daughter. The father is no longer around, or he's barely around, right? Many cases, she may have daddy issues, and it's even worse when the mama's or the mom is a hoe. So the representation that her daughter is going to see of what it means to be a woman is what she sees her mom, what her mom is doing. They normalize sex before marriage. They normalize having children out of wedlock. They normalize the increased rate of unwanted pregnancies. They normalize all this. They normalize this mess. Single mothers are much more celebrated than men who are single fathers. I repeat, single mothers are much more celebrated than men who are single fathers. And then both sides, it's not justified and it's not okay. It's only right for you to take care of the child because the child did not ask to be here. Okay? It would be murder if you was to even have a thought of abortion or commit abortion and go on with it. Okay? It's considered murder. You're murdering the child. Children's innocence are born between the mother and the father. If they're both set apart and it's just the mother that's fighting to survive, to take care of all her kids, if she has 2, 3, 4, 5 different children, right? By 3 or 4 different men, the children are going to also suffer in the process, along with the mother suffering in the process as well. Like I said, she has baby daughters. They most of the time could turn out to be like the mom if the mom's a hoe. In many cases, they have daddy issues, and they turn out to be a hoe because there's no father figure in the home. There's no representation of order. And if the mom has a baby son or a son, right? He may grow up to be a deadbeat or a baby daddy because what he sees his mom is doing. Or there's cases where he won't respect his mom. He can be disgusted by her, or like I said before, he could be a menace to society, join a gang, commit crime, deal with the wrong people. There's no order or guidance involved. I applaud to the single mothers who does hold themselves accountable, know that they mess up, and take up the responsibility for their actions and no longer go back to doing it ever again. We all don't know no better. I've sinned. I've done wrong things. I've done things that I should have ever had done as well, that I regret. I could admit this for myself. I'm still in the flesh. I have my own struggles and my spiritual warfare that I got going on. But the single baby mama toxicity culture and how it's displayed in America, I have 2 female coworkers at my new weekend job. Baby moms. One has 2 children, I believe, and one has 3. This is not to talk bad about them, but if they were more careful and responsible about their decisions, how it could affect the child at the end of the day, and how it could affect their souls, their spirits, their relationship with God, and their self-respect, their self-dignity, right? They would never be in this mess. They wouldn't be in that situation. They wouldn't be a single mother. It's not fun being a single parent. I've heard people experience, and I could understand and see what they're going through to know firsthand. I'm a product of a single mother. My parents, both my mom and my dad, when they had me, they weren't together. They weren't ever married. They were together before. But the time when I was even around, they still wasn't together. It was just a fling. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm going to keep it real. The toxicity behind this baby mama culture in America is being advertised as normal because society is encouraging it and having the available options for women to take advantage of, just like shelter, just like women groups, food stamps, government assistance, government housing, all these things that I can mention, all these things, birth control. There's so many things, abortion clinics. If this country was a third world country where you would get punished for even losing your virginity or having a child out of wedlock, a lot more people and a lot of women especially would be in check. They would not foolishly sleep around with any man that they find attractive. Same for the men. Because men is at fault, women is at fault. When you don't know no better, you don't know no better. But if you understand what it means to be more mature and have better discernment and better decisions and the people that you lay with, right? Before you lay with them, ask yourself, is it right to sleep with this person? Knowing and understanding the consequences that could happen to the child and myself. They don't think about STDs. They don't think about sexual transmitted infections. They don't think about how the guy could go ghost. If the guy is in a gang, they think that, oh, he's going to survive. Nothing is ever going to happen. I'm a deep thinker. As crazy as this sounds, this happens every single day. Baby mama here, baby daddy there. There's nothing to brag about or something to feel accomplished in being a single parent. This is what robbed people's self-respect in the world today. And when I tell people I'm married, they get quiet. Some would get a bit envious, jealous, or they won't know what to say because they can't relate to me. And there's not many people around that I know in real life. That goes to tell me that most people today in this generation in 2023 are not married. Sure, circumstances and things happens where a child is born, okay? But it's wrong. It's not okay. It's not. This is not okay. The single mother culture has created toxic women. It created toxic environments. When children gives birth to children, they create more children. They continue to further demolish the existence of having a desire to get married and just sleep around, have babies, and the women are left there alone to fend for themselves. I'm a married man. I can't imagine my wife ever being by herself and taking care of our kids alone. I couldn't walk away from that. I couldn't. And it's not just me. There's many men out there that has this mindset. There are people who are considering keeping their virginities until they meet the one person that they truly want to be with and marry them first before having the children. That's the right way to do it. Everything under God, not everything under your choices, your feelings, and under man and the influences. Oh, he got me pregnant. Oh, she made me get her pregnant. No accountability. The lack of accountability is real in both sides of women and men who comes together and irresponsibly brings the child involved between their mess. Most of the time, innocent children that's born in a toxic environment out of child wedlock. It normally fails. What more can I say? What more can I say? This isn't normal at all. There's nothing good about celebrating baby daddy culture and baby mama culture. It's all stupidness. It's foolish. It's only hurting the children at the end of the day. They are going to want both parents. It's not just the father. That's a step up. The mom has to also step up too, because there's women who say that they did it all by themselves, like it's some accomplishment, or they're going to win some prize, when people are not going to care at the end of the day. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're basically making your bed. You lie in your bed. You are going to deal with it on your own. You cannot expect other people to be responsible for your mess. The audacity many people has today to believe that crap. And the entitlement as well. It's beyond me. This baby mama culture today is so normalized. It's like it's normal for women to just go around and be baby moms and single mothers. Like it's all right. It's normal. It's all good. Men are a lot of men who are responsible are the ones who created this mess, and women are the ones who enabled it as well. Many women, not all, but I'm talking about many. This is why people are so afraid to even get married or be in relationships, because they feel like there's no hope the older you get. The harder it is to find a virgin or even a pure individual that has no kids. This is the world today. This is what we live in 2023. And it's not just in America. This is Casual Talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.